Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Martha Anger. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment during this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. We want to warn you, some of the images in this first story are graphic and may be disturbing to some viewers. The war in Ukraine started 7 weeks ago, and sadly, recent incidents indicate more death and destruction is on the way. In Mariupol, an investigation is underway into the possibility of a chemical attack. The commander of a Ukrainian military unit says a group of people have been affected by a poisonous substance of unknown origin. But that accusation has not been confirmed yet. There have also been increasing reports of rapes and sexual violence against women and children. And in a suburb of Kyiv, death and ruin are everywhere. Body collectors are finding corpses on a regular basis, and not just Ukrainian civilians. Body collectors say the Russian troops did not even bother collecting most of their own dead soldiers. In Florida, 17-year-old Joshua Vining has been arrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter of a child after shooting and killing his 16-year-old friend. According to police, the two boys were inside a home taking turns shooting at each other while wearing body armor vests when his friend was struck and killed. A second teen recorded it all using Snapchat on his phone. Vining is being charged as an adult, as well as a third teen who has been charged with providing false information to police about the incident. In 2020, 23-year-old Maya Ponsetto falsely accused a black teenager of stealing her cell phone and then attacked him in a New York City hotel lobby. The entire incident was caught on camera and quickly went viral. On Monday, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office announced Ponsetto pleaded guilty to the hate crime of unlawful imprisonment in the second degree. Under the plea deal, she will be required to follow her probation terms for a separate case, attend counseling, and avoid further criminal incidents. If she does not comply with the plea deal, she could go to prison for up to 4 years. Are you ready to fly or catch a bus without wearing a mask? Well, the White House says it is deciding whether to let you do so. The federal public transportation mask mandate expires Monday, unless the Biden administration extends it. The CDC will release guidelines for the decision this week. Many U.S. airlines say they'd like the mask mandate to end, but cases are starting to tick up in some parts of the country. And when it comes to travel safety, location matters. The CDC says a trip to most countries in Europe would be a very high risk right now. Good news for U.S. commuters. The cost of filling up your gas tank is going down. According to AAA, the nationwide average for a gallon of regular gasoline Tuesday morning is just under $4.10. That's an 8% dip from last week and a 20-cent decrease from last month. Analysts say falling oil prices and oil reserve releases have helped this downward trend. Also today, President Biden announced an emergency waiver on the sale of 15% summer ethanol gasoline to help with rising gas prices. The EPA usually prohibits the sale of E15 gasoline from June to mid-September, but the waiver could make it available year-round. Firefighters in San Jose, California, worked to contain a building fire so massive and hot it could be seen from space. The 5-alarm blaze broke out at a Home Depot, causing chaos and forcing evacuations of the store and a nearby animal hospital. Customers were running around frantically trying to find family members. Employees were trying to find each other. And managers were trying to make sure all the employees got out safely. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. The massive fire took more than 6 hours to contain, and it completely destroyed the store. The National Weather Service later tweeted that the fire was so intense, its heat signature was picked up by a satellite in space. Whoa. Hey, all of you Krispy Kreme lovers. Listen up. For the next 4 weeks, the restaurant chain will sell a dozen of its glazed donuts for the same price as a gallon of gas. The deal is only on Wednesdays, and Krispy Kreme will use the national average gas price on the previous Monday to determine the price. That means tomorrow, Wednesday, a dozen glazed donuts should cost roughly $4.11. That's a pretty good deal, considering a dozen donuts usually sets you back at least $10. The sweet promotion ends May 4th. Oh, that's so tempting. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. Then this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, join us for a live panel of diverse guests to discuss the hot topics of the week. Thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. And you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.